Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you and happy last day of August. Can you believe we have made it almost to September already? We are still doing curbside pickup at the library, so you can place your holds online. Or if you're having trouble or need some recommendations, feel free to give the library a call and we'll be happy to help you out. Hope everyone's school year is going well. Becca and I are gathering some information about those of you who are homeschooling this year. Some of you are veteran homeschoolers, and some of you are first time homeschoolers. And we're doing distance, remote, e learning, and how the library can help support you in those ventures. We've gotten some good feedback so far, and so we're working on a plan to help make sure that the library can support all of those efforts. Unfortunately, we cannot host anyone yet. I don't know when that will be. It depends on state recommendations and CDC recommendations as to when that we can have bigger groups again. I'm looking forward to when I can have Storytime live, like real Storytime with all of you with me again. But that's not the case yet. So, but we are collaborating on plans and all that stuff. So, stay tuned for more details on that. You can also use Cloud Library and Overdrive anytime you'd like for audiobooks, ebooks, magazines. We also have World Book online. If you just go to our website and then the Beyond Books tab, you can access World Book online with just your library card number, and it is free. There are all kinds of different sections that are broken down by age group. There's a kids section, there's an early learning section. You can create timelines. You can do, there's ebooks in the World Book section, and some of them will actually read out loud to you. So there's a whole bunch of resources there. So if you're looking for extra resources, check out that World Book online there too. It's pretty easy to use. But if you're needing assistance, just let us know and we can help you with that as well. All right, that's my commercial for today. So here we go. Ready? Everybody count. 1. 1. Story time has just begun. Everybody count. 2. 2. Shake your shoulders, get them rolling, move around, and show your shoes. Everybody count. 3. 3. Listen very carefully. Everybody count. 4. 4. Put your bottoms on the floor or couch, chairs, decks, grass, blankets, beds, wherever you're listening from today. And who else is loving this cooler weather this morning? It means I won't sweat to death. I have these fun stories for you today. Mother Bruce and Hotel Bruce. If you have not been introduced to Bruce yet, Bruce is a mighty... He's kind of a grumpy bear, but he's pretty funny too. And these are Ryan T. Higgins is the same author of We Don't Eat Our Classmates. And there is a new book in that series too that we have on order. And there are a couple more in this one and another one coming out. And there's also an easy reader in this series. So there's lots more Mother Bruce if you like Mother Bruce. But I order these and Albert houses these right now, but I think we're going to get these for Kiowa. And maybe Elizabeth as well, because I think they're great and they're super fun. So here we go. Mother Bruce. And I'm going to turn this in, and then you can see it better. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. Look at his frowny face. Big black bear. He did not like rain. He did not like sunny days. He did not like cute little animals. Bruce only liked one thing. Eggs. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. He collected them from all over the forest. I think he ate Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. Over easy eggs, eggs on toast, deviled eggs. I'm not sure what this fancy concoction is with the olive on top. Quiche. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon in his shopping cart. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast. Ugh. But for some reason, he lost his appetite. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. Be back in April, Mrs. Goose. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. Mama! Mama! But he was followed. Bruce was very stern and said things like, Go away! And I am not your mother. And also, I liked you better when you were eggs. Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama? Mama? Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. I think his floaty wings are the best. Pink flowers. It was hard work. Ugh. Ew! Yuck! And then they sleep. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Annoying baby geese. Stubborn teenage geese. Boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of those geese, and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration, but they didn't listen. Bruce needed the geese to leave. He got so he got creative. Yikes! He's gonna slingshot them. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus and migrated to Miami. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes. Recipes that don't hatch. Mama? Maybe those geese are going to be the case of mistaken identity too. Will Bruce ever get his house back? I don't know. Hotel Bruce. Also by Ryan T. Higgins. Here's his house in the woods. Bruce was a bear who lived with 4 geese. I don't think he's going to get him back. Reluctantly. But he was their mom, which meant every winter he migrated south with them to welcome to Miami. He would have preferred to hibernate. I think he's not the only goose family down there. Migration and motherhood is hard work for a bear. It made Bruce tired and grumpy. That's why when Bruce came home one spring to find that mice had moved in and turned his house into a busy woodland hotel. Welcome to the Northwoods Hotel. Your home away from home. He was not happy. Bruce was in no mood for rodents. Miss Chelsea's never in any mood for rodents. Ugh. He turned them out of the house and headed to bed. That's when the trouble started. Who was in his bed? We've got moose and a rabbit and a raccoon and a porcupine and 3 turtles on the floor. It was a long night. Can I have a glass of water? You're hogging the sheets. I want to snuggle. I need to pee. The next morning, Bruce woke to the sounds of birds chirping. Tweet, doot, doot, squawk, and squirrels chattering, and possums having a pillow fight. He does not look happy. If I were Bruce, I'd not be happy either. It only got worse. Skunk and the frog in the toilet, and now he's got porcupine quills, and Beaver is eating his table. It's a bath. These veggies and spices are good for your shells. What? Turtle soup? Thank you for choosing the Northwoods Hotel. We hope you enjoyed your stay. Our bellhops will see to your luggage. Bruce growled. Bruce grumbled. Bruce asked to speak with the manager. The mice went into another room for a moment. I'm not tipping you. 2 mice came back wearing ties. I'm the manager. I have a tie. No, I'm the manager. My tie has stripes. They took my ties. They were interrupted by a commotion in the kitchen. Run for your lives! The turtle soup has gone bad! I don't know if it's gone bad, but they've certainly revolted. It was a disaster. And the turtles had taken his best silverware. Bruce started to lose his cool. I'm sorry, I can't understand your accent. Maybe we should hire a translator? The geese stepped in to smooth things over. Oh, he's with you? And the mice understood. Sort of. Bruce looks pretty upset. Just when it couldn't get any worse. Who's coming for a visit? The safari truck full of elephants. It did. This was the last straw. Well, really, it was the last elephant. Finally, Bruce lost his temper. This is not a hotel! This is my house! Everybody out! Right now! Out! Sheesh. I thought they'd never leave. Out go the mice too. Bruce's house was a quiet, peaceful place once again. And there were no more visitors. At least for a little while. The end. I guess you let the mice back in. I would not have let the mice back in. No thank you for me. Alright, we're going to do just a little rhyme that's kind of silly. And if you're watching with the baby, you can kind of move their legs and do a little tickle. If you are a bigger kid, you can kind of get up and dance and do this too. Ready? It's called Wiggle Waggle Went the Bear, and we'll do it a couple times. Ready? Wiggle Waggle went the bear, catching bees in his underwear. Ah! One bee out, one bee in, one bee bit him on his bear skin. Ready? Wiggle, waggle, and you can go around in circles. You can dance like this. Wiggle, waggle went the bear, catching bees in his underwear. One bee out, one bee in, one bee bit him on his big bear skin. And it's short, so let's do it one more time. Ready? Wiggle, waggle went the bear, catching bees in his underwear. One bee out, one bee in, one bee bit him out on his bear skin. So it's kind of a fun way to get your wiggles out. All right, that's all I have for you today. So get your alligator mouths ready. Here we go. See you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. All right, my friends, I'll see you again on Wednesday for some more stories.